See the two red lines? Okay. Here.
Hello.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay, we're back.
We're back.
Alright. Episode 7, Talk With Me, where we look at life through different lenses with different people. That was smooth, wasn't it?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I feel like you were missing something there.
No, last time we discussed it, I really, I got caught on my words, but I've done so much talking today, I feel like I've got, silver tongue.
I haven't done much talking, man, so I've got a lot of words in me.
Beautiful. Alright, well, we'll get you talking. So, who do I got today? Lulu.
Hayden last year, I guess.
Yeah.
Nothing special.
Lulu, when it's my nickname. So today's topic, we've got dating from a boy's perspective, dating culture, little things like that. So we're going to call this episode Confession Corner because we're sitting in the corner of eye candy.
Sitting in the corner.
So, what do you think?
It's a nice nickname.
All right, cool. So we've done a minute of fluffing around.
Yep.
We're going to keep this in there.
Okay.
Confession Corner, how are you feeling, Dossie?
Feel really good. I've been up since 4:30. Had 2 coffees, which is random as for me. I really can't do more than one. I get super anxious and stuff after my second. But lately I've been having 2, so I'm evolving. But I feel really good. Just came straight from the gym and sauna.
Is it because City won the treble?
Yeah, maybe. I'm buzzing. I tried to go to sleep, and I couldn't because, man, I was buzzing. Man, I went and watched it with Chris. We were very nervous the whole game because De Bruyne got injured at the 34th minute of the game, and I was like, we're in trouble. This is something that would happen to us. But you know what? We got it done.
Nice.
Shout out Rodri.
Yeah, Roger, if you ever listen to this, mate, big fan.
Big fan. Huge fan.
I'm glad Pep played a holding midfielder in this final.
Yes,
That's
one
last
that's
time
not 50.
He lost to us when he didn't.
Who did he put Fernandinho in, eh?
Like in the second half, though. He didn't start.
Who started?
He played 4-4-2 in that final.
Yeah, true. Anyway,
Yeah.
this is way off
That's
topic.
when he lost. Okay, Confession Corner. All right, so you're feeling good because City won the treble.
Feeling
even though you've
great.
had 2 coffees.
Great. Feel great. 2 coffees. Last one was like 2 hours ago, so it's wearing off.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Cheers.
Cool. I'm good. Thanks for asking.
Oh yeah, how are you?
I'm okay.
Sweet.
Long week.
Nah, joking.
Thanks.
You look really good, but
So I'm hiding in the corner so no one sees me.
yes.
Just your pretty face.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to talk about like dating history from guys' perspective. I've done this with some of the girls, Jaywala, Taz, Casso, and Jaywala times 2 because I've done it twice with Jackie.
True.
So I want to know what, like a guy who's in high demand like yourself would like to discuss with me in regards to the dating scene. So I thought, why don't we wind the clock back? Let's talk about your dating history.
Worst guy to ask about this, by the way, but I love Zach so much, so I thought, you know what, I'll do it for you, bro. I'll do anything for you.
I love you too.
But just one girlfriend, 2 years. Felt like 4, but we actually have a pretty good relationship now. I'm not gonna lie. Like, we laugh about everything that's happened, kind of back then and whatnot. So it wasn't like the one that got away situation. It was just more of a learning curve. And yeah, that's kind of been my dating history, man. I've had a few things here and there, obviously, but only one real girlfriend, to be honest.
A little bit different to me.
A little bit different to you, man. You're a bit of a, I don't even know the word, Roman womanizer? No.
Womanizer?
No.
Okay.
Not womanizer, sorry. That just came to my mind for some reason.
Yeah, romanticizer.
Is that a word?
Yeah, it is a word.
I didn't know if it was a word or not, so I didn't want to say it.
No, I do romanticize. I romanticize everything.
Yeah.
I've had a few relationships, all very different from one another. None of that have been, depends if you ask them, but I don't think any of them have been terrible.
Yeah, that's good.
But I'm good. They might tell you something different.
Of course.
Again, like you said, learning curves.
Yep.
Learning curves.
Absolutely.
I love, you learn more about yourself in a relationship than you do when you're single, I think, because there's feelings that are involved that you can't control. You
Yep.
know what I mean? So it's always good to learn something about yourself in a relationship. And I've been out of the game for a while. I think similar times, actually, you and me.
Dude, I've had a thought about this, and I actually am way longer than you.
Oh, really?
You're 2 to 3, right?
Yeah.
I think I'm like 4 to 5.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Damn.
But you've had, like seen someone for like little bits in between then, though?
I guess not recently, to be honest. Like Europe, I haven't since really Europe, to be honest. Haven't seen anyone.
Fair enough.
Just been doing my own thing, which has been amazing, by the way.
Because you look fantastic.
Thanks.
You've done that whole self-love thing. You've just taken it to a new level with those boulder shoulders you've got.
I don't even know how to take a compliment, but I'm just gonna say thank you.
Yeah, he looks really good, guys. Just FYI.
Thank you, but
So watch
just
the
average.
podcast. Just
Yeah,
average.
watch. Totally.
Just average, he says.
Just average.
Jesus. Okay, well, so you said 4 to 5 years your last relo, so relo got yo from Australia.
Yeah.
When did you have how old were your first girlfriend? Is it school?
Just first year out of school.
Yep.
Yeah, it was. It was weird because like everyone had already been in relationships and stuff or whatever, but I obviously hadn't. So it was my first one, and she had been in quite a few. So there was like an uneven, balanced scale of experience, which was a big factor because I think there was expectations on one side and none on the other. But regardless, again, she's a cool chick, and it was just a learning curve or whatever. So we're good now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you'd be a different boyfriend if you were to date someone now than what you were then?
Oh, for sure. Bro, I think back then, it was almost all shits and gigs. I didn't mature till just before I had to go to Europe, when I actually had to plan my own trip, and man, that was a big stepping stone for me. I think I matured a lot during that trip. It was pretty much just me on my own man. Had to do all my own things, no help. Called mum a few times to help me out with stuff, but yeah, big maturity step, that trip. So yeah, it was good. But ever since I came back, no girls, or no dating or anything like that. So
Mr. Casanova. I love how you had to clarify that there.
no, I just, you know what? No girls at all.
Who's the womanizer now?
No girls at all, I swear. Anyway.
Next question. Okay, so I guess that's kind of boring, chat. I was talking about our dating lives. Don't really want to get into mine. I've decided.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Just
give us a quick one.
Okay, quick one. Girlfriend in year 12.
Mm-hmm. First?
Thought that was like the be all and end all. Definitely wasn't.
Yep.
Girlfriend, first year uni, she broke up with me. Fair enough. Didn't date anyone for a while. Then redated that girl 8 months later after no contact. So if anyone is broken up with their partner or ex-partner and has had no contact, and can you rekindle that relationship, I'm living proof of that. And it worked for 2 years.
Depends, bud. Depends. If they did something wrong with you by cheating or whatever.
Yeah, but you got to if you're going to get back with that person, you need to understand that you need to you've agreed to overcome that issue. I think.
Yep, that's right.
So you can't be you can't keep using that as ammunition to the insecurities you may have.
Yep, fair enough.
Sorry, I hate to burst your bubble, bro.
No. I kind of was, probably a bit hypocritical.
Yeah. And then dated another girl, actually someone that you knew for a bit.
Oh yeah, I know a lot of people.
It was enjoyable, but kind of, I hate to say the word toxic, but I am going to say the word toxic. And then
I'm very familiar with that word too.
Then actually was in a situationship with the second girlfriend that I ever had.
Yeah.
And that complicated things because there was no clear line of communication of what the goal was.
Yeah, man.
But because it's so easy to spend time with them and with each other, it was we don't need to talk about this, but we obviously clearly did. And that went on for a couple of, I reckon nearly a whole year. And then had another girlfriend, and that was, I guess, that was a roller coaster, that one, because depends. That I didn't realize now, but there's a whole bunch of technicalities when it comes to dating or seeing someone.
Yep.
And if you're not, if you're not boyfriend and girlfriend, doesn't really matter what you do. It doesn't count as cheating. Yeah, dude. dude. So, I mean, this person's probably going to hate me talking about this. I'm not going to get into it too deep because they know who they are. But that led to the whole kind of downfall of the relationship because there was just an element of trust that was broken, and then
Very, very hard to get back.
Well, yeah, like it definitely screwed up with my head. So it was weird, that one, because they were like, oh, well, they didn't even tell me the truth till like months after as well, which was, and I didn't even find out through them. I found out through a friend. They found it through someone else, and turns out heaps of people knew except me. So
yeah,
that's also where it goes, like the secondhand embarrassment comes into it as well. It's like, well,
yeah, that's a tough one, man.
Yeah, so I guess it goes on. Opened a wound I didn't want to talk about.
Nah, honestly, bro, it happens more often than you think, though.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it's not just you, man. Like, I reckon, like, I've heard like 40% of like couples almost have broken up, and like especially after like school or whatever. Like, I reckon like 40% of it was because of that. So, yeah, I wouldn't feel like. I know like how you probably do feel embarrassed or whatever, but like don't think it's a specifically like 1 in a million like it's you. You know what I mean?
No. I was to be honest, I was embarrassed. I think I remember telling you one of the stories, like the story about it. And you're like, oh, dude, didn't you like keep dating? And I was like, yeah, I did. I won't say stupidly because I wanted to make it work, and it was fun, being with her. But that really screwed me up because just the way that I've been brought up and what my value system is that you're kind of intimate with someone like in an emotional sense. It doesn't have to be physical, but like you share stuff with one another. The idea is that that's not abused for the sake of
yeah, man, not everyone's cut from the same cloth, and it's a rude awakening when like people see things the way you're so passionate about different.
And that was a big eye opener for me, and I guess it's kind of like one of the things I've noticed with the current dating scene is like it's definitely changed from when I think it's definitely changed from when you got your first girlfriend of like either meeting her at a party and messaging them on Instagram.
Yeah, I feel like for an 18-year-old or whatever, it'd be the same. But like just because we're like obviously getting older, it's like difficult to find, I guess. Like you don't want to. Well, I feel like a lot of people do meet their girlfriends out on a night out, but like me personally, I don't want to meet like my girlfriend 4 a.m. at fucking Fiction, or like, you know what I mean? So there's not a real like there's obviously like school, like when I was younger or whatever, school, and then we had like parties and stuff, and that was like a really big social circle, and it was a big one too. So it'd be like easy to meet people and whatnot, and like that's a good way to like build connections and stuff, because I feel like in those stages it always starts with friendship, and like friendship's the easiest way for a relationship to blossom. Like if you just go straight into it, I've actually never really gone straight into it, so I can't even speak on that behalf. But these days there's no real like there's no real like place, well, not that I know of anyway, like where to meet like a girl.
Yeah.
Like do you go look at the library? Do you just go for a walk on the park and go up to cute girls? Like what do you do? I don't know, because the only girls I know is really from Instagram or like people that I knew back from like school.
Yeah, it's after the walk this morning, I was actually just across the road having a coffee, and I saw this really cute girl, and I was like, cool. Like, a waste opportunity walks past.
Yeah, you can't do it, eh?
How
it's
bad
so
is it?
hard, man. Like I can't, like I say, like, or I always encourage my friends. I'm like, yeah, go do it. And then it's like my turn, and it's like, no, go away.
Yeah.
Shut up. Like I always see cute girls at the gym. Like I have like 3 gym crushes, but I would never ever go and talk to a girl at the gym. I don't know why. I feel like that's just an unspoken thing of what not to do. You just can't do it. And
why is that though?
dude, I feel like I see a lot of girls' stories like on like their privates and stuff. They're complaining about guys looking at them and stuff. So I just get the sense that they want to be unbothered. So I feel like it's just like almost like it's their personal time or whatever. It's not like it's not a social place. It's just an area where everyone comes together to go to the gym.
Yeah, okay, I get that. I mean, some of the girls I spoke to, they're giving me different answers.
Really?
Some said don't ever talk to a girl at the gym because she's sweaty, she's out of breath, and she doesn't want to be approached there. And then some guy were like, look, if that's where you see her all the time and you make eye contact, then it's definitely something that maybe you should try and pursue. But again, I'm the same as you. I could never do it to a girl at the gym.
Yeah.
Regardless of how many crushes I have
Yeah.
at the gym.
Yeah.
But it's so annoying because you build like this fake scenario in your head of like, oh, she's so cute. It's like I would love to have coffee with her or lunch or watch a movie, go for a walk, whatever it may be. And you kind of forbid yourself from doing it because you feel like due to the social norms, it's just something you're not allowed to do. Like it's prohibited. But I mean, if I'm not allowed to talk to people that I'm interested at one of the places where we share a common interest, how am I supposed to meet them? Because if you do it online,
but it's just so weird. I don't know, man. Maybe it's become so uncommon that it just feels weird.
Communication, I think, is like where our generation strongly lacks. They'll do it online, but they'll never do it face to face.
Yeah,
and I think people get intimidated by people being upfront. I experienced that just on the weekend. Not being upfront. Because I couldn't read the signs. But the issue is, and like I hate to sound like that guy, but the problem is, like, let's just say you look at a girl, she looks at you, you look back at her, she looks at you. If she, like, there's two ways. She'd be like, why is that guy looking at me? Or, awesome, he's looking at me.
Yeah.
If you're the guy that is, why is that guy looking at me, and you approach a girl, she's going to be like, no, don't do that.
Yeah.
But if you're like what she kind of physically desires, then she'll let it happen. So it sounds terrible, but based on the way that you look, which is really fortunate, which for some is not controllable, right? Do you know what I mean, though? Like,
yes.
I'm breaking down this barrier.
Well, like, there's someone for everyone, I feel, anyway.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what I mean? So girls will complain, oh, I don't like these guys looking at me. But then if there's a guy that they find really attractive,
then they won't complain.
They won't mind it. So and that's the issue. So you don't really want to run the risk there of like staring at a girl and be like, oh, I think you're attractive. Oh, I was looking at you because I thought you were weird, not because I fancy you. So I get that, and I think that's why a lot of guys, and even girls when it comes to guys, find it pretty hard to approach girls. I find that, like, I just always think that they think I'm weird or...
Yeah, you're honestly probably right. Yeah, those spaces where you share a common interest, that seems like the right time to do it. But for some reason, it's just engraved into me to just like, it's just like a... It's like a forbidden thing to do.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. I never see it either. Like, I've seen, like, you know, like, the subtle, like, oh, are you using this? Like, when they're clearly not, just to get some chat in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, it's funny.
It's something out of the Book of DOS, is it?
No, I don't say, this is not me, by the way. This is not me. I said I've seen it. It's not me. I have done it maybe once or twice. But
the Book of DOS. Coming out November 2023.
Wait, what do you mean?
The Book of DOS, or how to pick up chicks.
Oh, the Book of DOS.
You were telling me about Penguin Books are publishing your book.
Bro, it's like 3 pages.
Do not do it.
Yeah, nah, it's trash. I see it, but yeah, I very rarely like see like someone genuinely go up to, like, you know, a girl, and in the gym or whatever. Maybe it's just because I'm from Canberra or whatever. I don't know. Canberra's
it's got a stigma for that.
Maybe.
Everyone knows everyone. Would you do it in a different city?
No. And I'm saying no because I'd like to say yes, but I know who I am, and I wouldn't do it.
So it's more of a confidence thing than anything else, rather than the rules? Or you think it's still by these rules?
Nah, I think... Well, I feel like if everyone else did it, then I would.
Okay, yeah. No. Like, I'm going to be...
Hate to fall into, like, you know... But I don't know, I just feel like it's weird to do it at the gym. Still do.
Okay, so I'm going to be completely
honest here.
I would love to do it at the gym. No whatever, like, because I'd love someone to do it to me at the gym.
Like, what if someone came to you at the gym and was
anywhere.
Like, so yeah,
drive-through, Macca's drive. No, I don't go to Macca's actually. Like a Porto drive-through.
You can't look this good in Macca's drive.
A Porto drive-through, something like that. You know, just like a movie moment. I'll take a movie moment any day.
Yeah, well, it's I actually met a guy the other week at the NLP course I was doing.
We don't discriminate.
He met his partner. She was his Uber driver, and he thought she was so stunning that he left her a tip with a message, and then she called him after, and now they've been together for 3 years. How cool is that?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I don't know, I feel like it can happen anywhere. But that and that's where I feel like if you don't shoot your shot, how are you going to know? So the reason why I don't do it is because I just think people might think I'm ugly or weird, or that's just it's a self-confidence thing. I don't.
Yep.
It's not really the rules that bother me as much. It's more so that the fear of rejection, like, it just really scares me.
Yeah, I think fear of rejection is obviously like the biggest like factor in most people like going up to girls and stuff. No one wants to be rejected.
No, of course not. And I spoke about earlier about being kind with rejection, and I think it like. Okay, one thing I've noticed, like kind of incorporated with rejection stuff, is that people now use that to get the truth from someone. It needs to be earned.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like people aren't upfront. Like, hey, by the way, like as soon as you start seeing someone, hey, by the way, I'm not looking for anything serious. Like, say that the first time, rather than like after, you share some intimate moments together. Because, a couple of female friends that I have, like, we'll see a guy for a month or two, and then when they realize the guy's kind of retracting, they're like, oh, like, what's up? Like, oh, I just wanted to let you know that I'm not really looking for anything serious. Like,
Yeah.
never have been. And I go, that's cool, but that's something that I feel like just if the roles were reversed, you'd want to know.
Yeah.
So
Of course.
maybe just be honest, because just because you tell someone you don't want anything serious doesn't mean nothing's ever going to happen.
Yeah, for sure.
You
And
just-
like, yeah, I feel like another thing like onto that is just because like camera's so small that like if you do get rejected, like there's like also a fear that like people will find out that you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then there's like a value system of, oh, she's better than him because she rejected him.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get that, but
Yeah.
and that's an ego thing as well.
Yeah, of course.
And that's all intrinsic, I think, because like, well, have I been?
I have that. You know what? You know how you just mentioned before, like, oh, in a different city, like, would you
Yeah.
do it? Well, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like in Europe, like we got rejected heaps of times, but like it was a lot easier to be honest.
Yeah, because no one knew you.
Yeah. So like I was just like thinking about that, like letting it sim in, just then. And like Europe just came to mind. I was like, damn, we actually got rejected a few times, but like we just laughed it off because like no one knew who we are and stuff.
Yeah, because you don't let the rejection define you.
Nah,
Identify
and
as a
like we were completely okay with it. Like they were really cool chicks and stuff. So, but yeah, we got rejected plenty in Europe. But like at the same time, like, yeah.
No, but you.
Continuing that
Yeah.
sentence.
No, I know what you mean. It's just like that's the thing. Like I feel like when you know your environment, you know the people, the ego gets involved.
Yeah.
And then if you don't know the environment, there's no ego because there's no expectation.
Yeah, because
'Cause
people like put people higher than they are.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
you use it as a metric to be like, oh, it's like
Yeah.
leagues, bro.
Yeah,
so like, let's
bro.
just say I ask a girl, like, she goes no, I go, cool, I can't bat in that league.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I have to go, and I go like, but it shouldn't be like that. Like you said, like there's always someone out there for anyone, and who knows, like who.
Like honestly, if you really went out and tried, like really went out and tried, you asked like, I don't know, what's a good sample size? 100? If you genuinely asked 100 girls, like, what would the success rate be? And I feel like it would like at least be 10%, and 10% is 10 women out of 100,
Which is still crazy.
which is a lot.
Yeah.
So like at the minimum, very minimum, it's I reckon at least 5.
Yeah.
And that's not like a bad thing though.
no.
Because like one, like the person actually might be interested in you, but just think like just be like a bit too shy to admit they are or whatever. So that's like a no. But then like you find someone that like is the complete opposite and is interested in you or whatever. So
Well,
there's a lot of factors. Yeah.
Well, there's like, and I think going back to the Canberra thing too, and to incorporate this with that, is that because Canberra's so small, there's a predisposition to everyone. Like everyone thinks they know
Yeah.
everyone with that medium. Like, oh, like I find him attractive, which means he must think he's really good looking, which means he sleeps with multiple women. I'm like, well, that may not even be true. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that person may not think they're attractive. They're definitely not sleeping with multiple women or multiple men, for the instance. And looks intimidate people. It's so funny. Like, so funny. Like, if I see a girl I find really attractive, I won't talk to her because I find her really good looking. But that is one of the things I really like about them. So why would that prohibit me from going after it? It's crazy how that works.
Yeah, it's just mental. Hey,
It's a psychological thing, which is bloody
Yeah.
nuts. And I love that. But
we hate it at the same time.
yeah, I hate it at the same time. I just love making little love stories up.
Yep.
While like I see someone really cute. Like this morning I saw this thing. I love like curly hair, I guess. Like frizzy
Really?
curly hair. Yeah. and I saw this girl with like darker hair, and I was like, oh wow, like she is so cute. She looked European, and I was like, oh, wow, she's so cute. Looked at her, made eye contact with her, and I was like, oh man, if I say hi, she's gonna think I am the weirdest guy out there. So I was like, if I let her walk past, she can create her own fantasy, or can maybe just think I was weird the whole time. She was never creating a fantasy. So, oh well, we'll deal with that.
Well, like that in Canberra is a lot different, hey.
Yeah.
Because like, to be honest, like in Europe, it took a big icebreaker for someone to do that. Like my friend, I won't say his name, but he like went up to a girl and like full took her on a date out that night.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, in like France.
See, I did that in the States, dude.
Yeah, dude. So like, I mean, there must be like, it must be a lot easier when it's not like in your hometown.
Yeah, because you're never going to see him again, dude.
Yep.
That's the thing. Because like the reminder of your hometown is like, oh, she rejected me. I can't go. This is real awkward. Whereas when I was in the States, I went on a couple of dates, I guess. Like when I was in Hawaii, I went on a couple of dates with one person, and then in the States, I went on a couple of dates with the same person and also a few other people. But there was no expectation, and being rejected didn't really bother me because I was like, oh, you know what? Like I'm in America. What's the worst gonna happen? Like she's gonna say no. I'm never gonna see her again. So it's cool, and it worked out better than you thought.
Yeah. So the summary of this is: look for your girlfriend in a different city.
Yeah, your partner in a different country as well. Like whether boy or girl, just get away from where you live, because it's.
But you know, at the same time, shout out to like people in a relationship
that have made it work.
That are from Canberra.
Yeah,
because like, you know, it's obviously a lot easier. Well, I wouldn't say easier, but like there's a lot of like foundations already built in Canberra. So, and like there's mutuals and whatnot. So a lot of people get along in Canberra, and that's fair.
Well, yeah, it aligns with the shared interests, which is what makes relationships so good.
I mean, some people are just easy for it, you know? They're good at relationships. They're relationship type people. But like us that aren't, look in different cities.
Yeah, me, bro.
Nah, me.
No, I don't know. I just feel like the people that I've met interstate and overseas, I've just connected with way better because the expectation of being at home and like, hey, come to my house. Hey, stay at my place. Hey, let's go to dinner and see everyone I'm gonna know at dinner.
Man. There's no like, you're always gonna see someone out. Hey.
Yeah, you want to go somewhere and just, you know, kind of like unbuttoning your jeans, bro, after a big feed. Just like a sign of relief. You can enjoy yourself. You can just be yourself. You don't have to worry about seeing anyone. You have to worry about someone saying, hey, I saw you in so-and-so last night. How was it? Like, I hate it when that happens.
Yeah,
that's actually why I don't.
It's like pretty funny, like the feeling of being caught though. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but you're not even doing anything naughty.
Yeah, no. But like, I'm not gonna lie, it's like pretty funny. Like, I've been caught out like when I said like, oh, I'm actually doing something else. And like I would see like someone or whatever in public, and then it would just get back to those people, and the conversation after, like in a group chat or whatever, it's too funny. Like you just have to kind of accept that you've been caught out.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's true. It's happened to me before. Okay, the most awkward thing is when you're with someone new and you see your ex.
Ooh,
that's happened.
Maybe.
That was so
actually
bad.
Yeah. No, that's definitely happened.
It's awkward because you kind of like, it's all good, but like we don't really look at each other like that anymore anyway, so it's fine. And it's kind of like your ex is kind of like, ooh, the disrespect, but then your current partner's like, why'd you say hello to them? It's like, oh man, trying to keep everyone happy here is not making me happy at all.
Yeah,
like you're trying to be nice and it doesn't work. So
yeah, that stuff is annoying. Like I have some really funny stories, but like a lot of people know them, so I'm not gonna repeat them because I actually like those people now, kind of. Yeah. Well, I have some respect for them anyway. Yeah. But yeah, that shit is really fucking annoying, and it's just so like I hate it's both sides. I hate it too because I've like seen it, and they've seen it, and it's not too great when you see it. But
dude, the worst one ever. I'll never forget this. Like so. And this is like part of the whole confession thing, you know, 18, 19, and you know, even to an extent, 20-year-old Zak.
20-year-old Zak.
Very insecure, very emotionally dependent on my partner. Like they determine my happiness. Like I was like, oh, they're with me. Like it was like a charity thing. It was like, oh wow, like they would lower their standards to date someone as ugly as me. Like it was so weird. Like and I would put them on a pedestal, and that would obviously destroy the relationship 90% of the time because it was just like, well, it's a two-way street. And I would, you know, you'd always have the person you kind of Well, I did. I don't know if everyone else thought like this, but like the person you'd wig out about, the person that they'd tell you not to worry about, right?
Yeah,
And- And then I had this person like I was told not to worry about, was a little bit of a, I wouldn't say a pest, but was just lingering, man. You know what I mean? Like just didn't need to be there for some reason. Like would put themselves in the situation, and then we broke up, and I was like walking through the city. I'm like, no, I would never do that. Like, come on, don't be serious. They're on a date, dude. And I was like, I looked at them, they looked at me, and like they knew how I felt about it, and I was like, this.
Yeah, I know exactly how
is
you feel. Eh?
very awkward because it's kind of like, damn, like everything that I've like opened up to you about is probably being shared right now at that table, and
Laughed
I
at
feel
and
like
made a joke out of.
and then they're gonna talk about it because, and I go like, damn. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I feel
Fuck, I hate that shit.
oh, dude.
Oh man, that's like I really hate that shit. That shit annoys me. I don't even care who you are. I fucking hate that shit. Like, if you do that, fuck you.
See,
Straight
this
up.
is a confession corner. I love it.
Yeah.
We're getting off.
I
my chest.
hate that shit.
But
Like,
that-
I hate it.
That's where like I know that you can't base like past experience on current experience. You obviously help you let it help you learn.
Yeah.
But dude, that's where I get sharing information with like future partners is so daunting. Like, I used to be like the relationship guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Loved having a girlfriend, loved just having someone to confide within, go to movies with, just be me with. And now, because I haven't had one for so long, kind of sharing the intimacy like freaks me out.
Yep.
Not to say that I'd never want a partner again, but it generally does stress me out a bit.
Bruh, you're like the biggest romantic I know. I have no doubt in my mind that you're going to get into another relationship. And I would put a date on it in the next
I haven't had one in
year and a
3
half.
years.
Yeah, I
I've had
just
one
got
in a
this
year and a
feeling,
half.
bro. Like, you're too romantic to not have one.
No,
You're-
I believe in magic. I just
We're
care
like
about everyone.
opposites, me and you, low-key. But we get along so well.
You reckon we're opposites?
In terms of like that. You're like romantic, I'm like not so romantic. In that term, anyway.
Yeah, like I'd say like partially romantic, but like and the thing that's really, I hate using the word effed up, but like screwed me up a lot is how relationships have panned out in the past. And like the last one, like looking back on it, kind of screwed me up a lot because the whole trust thing was just
Yeah.
pretty much that relationship reiterated that do not trust your partner.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell, man?
Trust. Yeah, bro. When your trust is broken, it's genuinely almost impossible to get back.
And I actually haven't found someone that I've gone like, I really, really like you. I just
Like since then?
yeah,
Yeah,
it's been because it's been really hard for me to open up. Like when I go on a date, I don't tell them about like how many pets I got, how many siblings, my favorite.
Oh,
color.
really?
Yeah, I'm very secretive with the basic information, just because I go
What do you talk about then?
them. I just want to know
Oh,
about them.
Okay.
Like it's really bad. It's
So-
it's like an interview. It's like, oh, what's this and why is that?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
awesome. And why
So
do
when
like
you go
this?
on a date or whatever, and they ask a question about you, you just deflect it.
Yeah, I go like, oh, I don't mind this. How about you? Oh yeah, and why do you think that? And then I kind of make them forget that they asked the question. Because then, what happens is a tactic that I don't go many. Like I think maybe like what, other than obviously in Melbourne this year. I haven't.
Sorry. That's a funny one.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Then I haven't really been on any like
Yeah.
being back home. And what my thing is that I know I don't trust them with information, but my mentality is if I know everything about them, then they can't use anything against me, and I get to decide whether or not I want to go on another date with them. But I think in the past like 3 years, since my last relationship, how many dates I've been on with different people? Maybe like 3 or 4.
In 4 years.
Yeah, like from 2021, 2022.
You want to know how many I've been on?
How many?
0.
Oh, that is such a load of
I
baloney.
am not even lying.
Okay, hold on. What do you
Pretty
count? What do you count as a date though?
Like one on.
Just one. Mine's just one-on-one time, bro.
You think that's a date?
Like whether it be coffee, some food, or
Nah, I don't
walk.
necessarily think that's a date.
Oh, see, but mine's not like. If I had a dinner with a girl, no, like I haven't in 3 years.
No.
Have I like gone for breakfast with a girl? Like, yeah, I think maybe
Yeah, you're a
once.
breakfast guy.
I feel like it's easier because then you can get like, because then you can like call it quits whenever you want. There's no that. There's none of that. Dinner. Okay.
I don't like morning because I
It has
look
to
so
end.
scruffy in the morning.
Says who?
Me?
You always look good, dude.
No,
What are
bro.
you talking
Come on,
about?
man. Stop it.
Sorry, we
In the
gotta-
morning, I do not. I'm not a morning person, and yeah, I don't like I like going to breakfast with you guys in the morning with my boys. I don't like going on dates in the morning. That's not the date time.
Mine's the reason I like doing it on dates because then you can like, if it's gone really bad, you can split. Like, sorry, I've got to do this now. Like, lovely, can you have a lovely day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude.
Man, you've got this all thought out.
I'm very analytical, bro. That's the problem. With
You've
being
got like an escape plan. You've got your questions sorted.
Yes.
You've got your fend off sorted.
what happens when you're a chronic overthinker.
True. Damn. Well,
I like.
as you can see, that's kind of proof that I don't go on dates.
Yeah, dude,
Because I don't even think about that shit.
I just can't. The dating stuff really freaks me out.
Yeah.
Being vulnerable with someone really freaks me out. And that's why I feel like I need to do it away from Canberra.
Yeah, man. That. Well, yeah. I haven't even looked for that shit in time because, man, I just right now I just enjoy being single so much.
See, I like being single because it works for me time, but I would love, like, and it's not a relationship, so please don't tell me otherwise. Someone to like watch the footy with when I want, go get food with, come do my grocery shopping with me.
So a girlfriend.
No, like I don't know. You spend like 2, maybe 1 day a week together, and they do like you do stuff with each other that you want to do with that person that doesn't require any effort.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, I'm gonna go supermarket shopping. You want to come?
So
Yeah, sure.
You want a very particular situation.
Yeah, it's
Fair
and then
enough.
obviously if they met someone that they wanted to pursue, like 100%, like be like they wanted to date someone else, like while doing the boring stuff with me, 100% I would like let them do that because I want to be supportive of them. Because at the end of the day, like they're a friend that you're sharing a particular.
Yeah, like I'm never looking for it, but like if it happened, I'm obviously like not gonna shut it off. But like I feel like I've got like so much travel and like life left in me.
That's the same. I want to go to Europe next year.
Yeah.
I want to go to the States again. I want to work overseas for a bit.
Yeah, man, I want to live overseas.
And I feel like I can't do that whilst I feel like being in love with someone would really hinder that experience.
And and like one day you look back on it and be like, fuck, like I wish I just had one more year.
Yeah,
whatever. And I definitely don't want to be like 40 rocking 40 like 60 or whatever in a rocking chair at the front of my porch being like, damn, I wish I had one more year doing this. Wish I had one more year doing that.
Yeah, and this is not to say that, like, I mean, like, you can never plan, like, when these feelings come on. And
yeah, exactly.
I would never talk myself, like, if I was genuinely in love with someone, I would never talk myself out of it, I think.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, like if I had found that person, I would definitely like want to like travel with them as well. Traveling would be so fun.
Dude, I have, like, a Europe trip in my head for, like...
Traveling is so sick. If you haven't traveled, man, go travel straight up. Because traveling just puts into perspective how big like life is.
Yeah, I know. And love.
Oh man,
I've fallen in love overseas, have you?
No, I've like looked at a couple of girls and thought
You missed it.
maybe, but overseas, man, there were some beautiful women. Overseas, bro. I could talk all day about overseas straight up.
We should do an episode on overseas travel.
Yes.
Like travel
I have
tips.
some funny stories.
Well, we should definitely do something like that because I feel like people get a good laugh out of that. But
Done. They would, and
for this one, I just needed, like, one of the best looking guys I've ever met, bro, to talk about his dating history. Don't shake your
I
head at
wouldn't
me,
even
ball.
be like in like how many? What's the population of Canberra? Genuinely, 386 or some shit.
Are you alright, bro? Like
364.
450,000.
Oh, whoa,
Yeah,
really?
dude, we're close to 500,000 now.
I guess that was like that's
Like 2009, bro.
I just
you're
remember
looking at
that from
those
like
numbers.
kindergarten or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, you would have like an encyclopedia.
That's
you
my
looked
sample
at.
size. Yeah,
Yeah, a little bit bigger, bro.
yeah. So I would be like maybe the top 50%. That's being generous.
Do you think you're top 50%?
Yeah.
You blind, boy. You blind. Stop it. No, I'm just being honest. Anyway, bro. I don't lie, bro. I don't lie. I don't get cranky.
You don't get cranky, but
You realise it's that.
you're
Everything's a lesson, bro. That's
you
really
like
honest.
lying if it doesn't hurt the other person's feelings.
Yeah, it's true. Are we referring to a story right now?
Yeah,
Are we?
What story is it?
Nah, I'm not. I was just being genuinely like, overall, I guess.
Oh, you mean like I don't like being mean?
Yeah.
No, I don't like being mean.
You're a nice person, dude.
But thanks, Brad. I hope sometimes I am.
What's this? Overseas love affairs.
Well, yeah, because I wanted to talk about that, but you don't have one, and if I spill my beans...
No, I want you to talk about it, man. I've been talking about all my fucking...
So I went to Hawaii. There was a really cute girl there that came here to Australia in October last year that I don't think many people know.
Okay.
Stayed with me for a week. she's back in Sweden now.
Wait, what?
Yeah, did I tell you this? But I didn't tell anyone this. It was like I was working from home, so it was perfect. She came here, and then she stayed with me for a week, and then gone back to Sweden. If you're listening to this, I don't want to mention your name, but hello.
You still infatuated?
No, not really. Just a really good friendship, and like one of those people where I'm like, dude, any guy that dates you is gonna be very, very, very like the man who ends up with you is very lucky, very good, like such a good person, crazy morals. Like,
Yeah, I never.
you know, those people are just they're too nice. They shouldn't exist. To like the world's too cool. They don't deserve it. She's one of those people.
Never met one.
Right. What about me?
No, I'm kidding. I've met. Yeah, bro, especially you.
Oh, get out of here! You're
I've met
such a
few,
liar.
obviously.
And
I was just
then
being joking.
the one in
Just
the
joking.
States was like, she's just far too attractive.
Man, you got
for me.
Switzerland. You got. Wait, did you say Switzerland or Sweden before?
Sweden.
Yeah, Sweden. Sorry. You got Sweden. You got America. What's next?
That's it so far. I haven't gone to Europe yet, so
True. Italy.
that'd be nice. But yeah, the one in America was crazy. That really cooked my head a bit because
Yeah.
we stayed in contact like for every day for 6 months, and then COVID, and then the bushfires happened. We still stayed in contact, and then she was supposed to come to Hawaii with me last year, and then that fell through because she could only stay for a certain period. That one was tough because physically so infatuated with her, like probably the most beautiful woman I've seen in my life.
Damn.
Was very surprised that she even wanted to look at me, but I was very happy about that.
Yeah. Hey, you should be surprised, man.
And just really considerate. And I guess that goes back to the point of like looks being intimidating, that how she looked was not how she would act.
Yeah.
She was like such, I hate using the word teddy bear, but like she was just so gentle and soft.
Yeah.
And just she was kind of like, I don't know why I have these looks, but I do, but I'm not like what people think. And for me that was massive.
Yeah.
And that screwed me up a bit because like a little bit of contact gives you a little bit of hope, and a little bit of hope just sparks some emotions.
When's the last time you spoke with her?
We spoke just like around New Year's. Like we talk like every couple of months. We'll get like a FaceTime, or we'll send a couple of texts or a couple of like photos that we took together.
Run that shit up, bro. Come on.
Well, if I go back to the States, I will definitely get in contact with her. But my mentality was like actually like getting over that was quite difficult. Because I was like, because it was, for me, it was too good to be true. So getting over it was like, that was really hard. Her maybe it was so easy because like she's a model, so she was.
What, used to it?
Well, bro, like she's gonna find someone that's like obviously way better looking, and then everything else, the personality is gonna get way. What's that stare down the camera?
That's like my like. Shut the fuck up, stare. That's my like, dudes. Just shut up. Seriously.
So I was like, she could do way better. But that was one of that's my overseas love. Well, look, I'm looking forward for when you have one, so we can grill you a bit about it, because I feel like I was very transparent with something that a lot of people don't know about me.
Yeah.
Which is great. I think that's why it's confession corner. I'm just in that kind of mood, to let everything out on the table today. So.
Yeah. Well, what's her name again? Oh, when I was going.
Nearly got me, Bala.
Almost. But she knows who she is, so
Yeah,
if
she's
she comes
definitely,
across
unless I
this.
send this to her. So that's why everyone, for her to come
That's
across
Zak.
this. For her to come across this, everyone needs to rate these 5 stars. That's literally how it works.
5 stars.
5
1,
stars
2, 3,
and
4, 5
share
on
it,
Spotify.
so we can reconnect her with perhaps the love of my life.
That would be dope.
And if she's not love of my life and I end up getting married and my wife listens to this or something like this, please tell me I'm wrong. This is me admitting I'm wrong, because the digital footprint will be there, and I just need to just reiterate this. I don't know. I'm still young.
You
Still
gotta be.
making
Hey,
mistakes.
now that you're a podcast host, you have to think about digital footprint a lot. Hey.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's yeah. That's why I'm very cautious with my language. But now that we're being vulnerable, I think we talk about icks. This is a touchy subject, because some people will just get so feisty about this.
so many
But
people
we
gonna
all
get-
have these things.
I
That
mean,
we don't
like, shout out to everyone with their own personal style and stuff, but like, I have like a very big thing on style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you are a very stylish guy.
Thank you. But I just like girls that dress well. Oh my god, there's nothing better, man.
Yeah.
Nothing better.
What constitutes like dressing well?
You know it when you see it, but like,
Okay, yeah, I know what you mean. Like you got a style.
it's
that
not
you like.
necessarily like a certain like type,
Mhm.
but like when it's like put together well and whatnot, like, oh man, like
So good. But I think like most girls look like pretty much all girls honestly look really good on nights out. So
Yeah.
it's more like when it's not a night out, that style.
Yeah,
Like when you
okay,
just
yeah.
go for like when you're going shopping or like you go for a walk, those outfits.
Coffee.
They're
and
like they're the ones that really tell a lot about
that. Okay. See, I have this like.
yeah, what's
this,
yours?
I got this rule, and my dad gave me this rule. I'm really into the whole girl next door look, right?
Yeah.
Real cute and all that. And the rule that my dad said to me: if a girl can pull off blue jeans, a white t-shirt, or a black t-shirt, and some sneakers, that's like that is the hardest thing for a girl to pull off because it is so basic.
Yeah.
And if you're infatuated by that look, God help you for everything else. And so my thing is like, if a girl just wears jeans and like something basic, and I go, oh my God, I just want to cuddle her, then I'm like, oh sweet baby Jesus, dude, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, like everyone's got their own style or whatever, but like when like they can make like basic pieces just look so much better than they do. So different, man. Like wow.
So we actually just said what we like, not what we don't like.
Yeah. Well,
So style was the thing. Like they need to have style. So if you don't have style, that's an ick of yours.
well, it's just the way some people particularly dress. Like it's just happened a couple of times in the past, and I'm just like, what?
Surprise, surprise.
But like when I went in Europe and stuff, like Europe had insane fashion. Like Amsterdam, like everywhere you'd walk, like it was just so sick. So like, and I know like Canberra's not very like into like the whole fashion scene or whatever, but I reckon a lot of girls do dress really nice in Canberra still. Saying that,
Yeah, like don't get me wrong. I think
but it's just like every now and then,
pretty
like
girls
you
in
know,
Canberra.
yeah, it's just like a thing on mine.
Bro, what's my ick?
I thought you just said it.
What?
Actually, no, you didn't.
I said what I like.
Yeah, true.
What don't I like? I think conditions, man. I don't think it's even like a physical thing. Like physically, I'm not very picky at all, to be honest, because I feel like I can't be picky. Again, don't attack me. That's just my opinion.
Picky.
Of myself. Mine's like conditions, like people having conditions of the whole technicality thing really grinds my gears.
Elaborate.
Like, okay, so like, you know, like, oh, we're not official, so it doesn't really count.
yep, that
bro,
shit.
that annoys me because like I know for a fact that if the same thing happened to
Oh,
you,
you'd be
you would
crucified.
yeah, dude. So here's the thing: if you have conditions of like because it works well for you, like you need to get over yourself.
Yeah, badly.
Like big time. You need
If
to
you're seeing someone, you're seeing someone.
Yeah.
Don't just, you know.
Yeah, and like if you want someone to be upfront with you, you need to be upfront with everyone. Like put the message out to everyone that you're upfront, so that you have people reciprocate the energy. I don't know, like you think I'm talking garbage, but I'm being serious. Just from like my experiences, the more upfront you are, the more upfront people are with you in general.
Mm-hmm.
They reciprocate the energy. So none of this kerfuffle to get like the best outcome for you, for this, you know, like in exchange for someone else's feelings and not being honest. That's the conditions just really grind my gears. Like a lot of my mates tell me how, you know, some people talk to them and like how some girls deal with their situations. Like they'll go for dinner, they'll go for lunch, you know, they'll do sleepovers, and all of a sudden they've been talking to someone else. But then like in that time, if they'd spoken to a girl that they used to talk to, they're like, well, why are you talking to her? I'm like, okay, hold on, you just dumped this guy for another dude whilst talking to both of them at the same time. But God forbid someone like does, like, you know, like you do it to them, it's okay, but they do it to you, it's, you know, it's World War III. So that's something that really annoys me, is the conditions people have, and it's a lack of accountability, I think, just from like a whole generational perspective. Like people don't like admitting they're wrong. Like being wrong doesn't mean, it isn't a bad thing. Like sometimes admitting you're wrong to someone goes, damn, I have more respect for you, because it proves like there's, you know, honesty there, there's transparency.
When you try and fight it or whatever, it gets worse.
Yeah, you just like be upfront. Like being wrong does not result in things being bad. Like, do you know what I mean? Because you like people learn from each other that way, and you gain better insight, and then people can evaluate the relationships being stronger or weaker. There just needs to be an element of truth, and when you got an element of truth, I think things work a lot better than you'd hope. And
for sure.
that's one thing I want people to take from this, is that truth is not something that needs to be earned. Like if you want someone to be honest with you, you want things to work well, say the truth. If you think it's something that they want to hear, tell them the truth. It's like
It's so hard, but it's just so worth it.
Life gets considerably better when you start being honest. It
Oh, for
sounds
real.
really weird, but that is like things just move way better. So definitely want people to start doing that.
Yeah, can relate to that
Yeah. So now that we're being honest with
from
each other,
both sides.
we can do a challenge, bro. You know,
What's the challenge?
but no, we approach a girl that in an environment that
Dude, I was actually the full thinking like, as this interview not drag,
interview.
sorry.
Come on, we're just having a yarn together.
Yarn. I was full thinking like we should what's the word? Promise? I don't know.
Yeah, you know, we do like a
Not-
like a
but like a-
deal.
yeah,
we want to hold each
something-
other accountable about doing something that
Yeah.
we're not comfortable doing.
And
push
then
out
the
of
next
comfort zone.
time I see you on this podcast, we can discuss it.
Or I can share it on the Instagram, YouTube.
Something like that. Whatever.
Little story time.
Yeah.
No, I'd like to do that because it pushed me out of my comfort zone, push you out of
Sure.
my comfort zone, and I think what I love is that I think we know everything, and we definitely don't know everything.
Oh man,
so
we
it's
are
beautiful.
amateurs,
Yeah,
and like there might be a bit of
hypocrisy.
Yeah, from me.
I
on
got
this-
you,
on this side, but trust me, it's alright now.
All right, well, how about
I'm
this?
very aware of it.
All right, so the advice for someone is pretty much shoot your shot, which I spoke with Jackie in that. But it's true. Like what I love is it doesn't matter who you talk to.
Yep.
The advice remains constant.
Oh, for sure.
And that is what I love about this. But all right, so what's the deal? What's our deal breaker?
I want you.
Yeah, okay. So we do a test each. Yeah, done. You choose for me, and I choose for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yours is gonna be annoying.
Mine's, no, I would never, because I'll base it off whatever you give me.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to go first. You go. Or do you want me to go?
No, you go.
Okay.
You're gonna give me something real screwed up.
I'm thinking of something that could benefit you at the same time, not just something that I want to laugh at, which I would love. It has to be obviously like related to the topic we're on, right?
Yeah. You can't be like trying to learn how to.
So
do backwards
next
for 3
girl
weeks.
that you walk past and think is cute, you have to go and talk to her and get a number. If you
Okay.
can.
Well, yeah. I mean, like if she rejects me, I've got to
Yeah.
obviously.
Well, you
acknowledge
have
that
to
as well.
actually just go and make an effort.
Have a chat. Okay. And any scenery.
Yep.
All right. How about this? I do the same.
Next one though.
But you're not allowed to do it when you're out drinking, bro. You have to be stone cold sober. The liquid courage is not allowed.
Damn.
I feel like that. I'll do the same. How about we do the same thing,
Yeah,
but
okay,
that's
done.
the condition. Like you can't do it drunk.
Done.
Because I feel like alcohol really just kind of diminishes upon a challenge. Because you talk to
Does.
anyone that way.
Yeah, dude. I feel like a movie star when I'm on when I'm drinking, as in like I have the confidence of a movie star.
Yeah. The liquid courage is just
Liquid courage is crazy.
undeniable. All right. So
Is that like reciprocal, that challenge?
yeah, we do.
Oh,
This,
yep,
we're doing
nice.
the same thing. I
Yep.
think we like report it to one another.
Yep.
A very good chance, dude. Like if we get coffee over the next day or two, and I see someone up, we'll probably have to do it at the cafe.
Yep, done. That'd be funny.
Actually, you know what? We'll do coffee tomorrow morning.
Alright.
So, and then maybe people have feedback. And hey, I know where I know where I want to go to have a shot at my first one.
Wait, what do you mean?
Remember the one from the Roasters? The Italian-looking one. That was
Oh, you're gonna ask? the-
she was cute, bro. I don't
You
know.
know, wait, are they called waitresses in the morning still?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you call them. Staff. Waitress isn't really used anymore.
Isn't it?
I feel like not really. No.
What do you say to it? What do you say? I say waitress.
Like wait staff. Yeah. I mean, I
do you
feel
have
like
to
that's
be like
no. I feel like that's like maybe the correct
it's
terminology.
getting
but-
political. It's getting hella
I don't know,
political
dude,
now.
Yeah, maybe. I like that. I mean, we try there.
Wait thems.
Wait. I don't know. Do like staff member,
Yeah, okay.
employee.
Wait man. Wait woman. Wait them.
Wait them. All right. Well.
Yeah.
And then I don't know.
No, look, I'll hold you accountable to it. We'll see how we go.
You can do footage, bro.
I'm not doing footage, bro. Get the hell out of here.
Dun.
No
He's like,
chance.
take a picture with the girl. You just, hey, man.
Man, I got no game as it is, bro. I don't need to be on camera for everyone else to laugh at.
No, I mean like. And then yeah, sure, bro. I
Alright.
wonder how many people be like, oh yeah, Hayden's got game. He's just lying out of his teeth.
So many, I bet. Pinocchio knows, bro.
Yeah, I'm Geppetto. Alright, well, considering we got the same challenge, we've just spoken about it, and the episode's probably going to be out after. I'd probably try if I see this person tomorrow.
Sure.
Might not.
Probably not.
We'll see.
We'll see.
but we'll keep you guys updated. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Listen on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Yes,
You're
and
probably doing it on one of these right now.
rate the potty 5 stars. And probably should have said this at the start, honestly, but Walk With Me hoodies are out. Order some. You forgot.
Well, I got the merch on. I got the merch on.
I was thinking about it the whole time. I didn't know if I was going to say it at the start, but hey, order one. They're comfy as, and they look cool.
And walk and talk.
Walk and talk, and it, just wear one because I'm going to be wearing one. And yeah, fucking oath.
Oh, it's my model. My model's wearing one. Hey, let's go.
I'm going to be wearing one, so wear one, right?
Okay.
That's a selling point right there. Bang.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for all the support too. In the meantime, actually means a lot. It's been nice getting feedback from you. If you got more feedback, more than happy to listen to it. Trust me.
For sure.
I'll take it personally. Anyway, all the best, guys.
Later.
Ciao.